Welcome back to Popes and Pylons. Let's play some more Europa Universalis IV as Novgorod, for now at least. Until we eat up Rostov, we will still be Novgorod, then we will probably be Russia. We're going for the Frozen Assets achievement, where we have to have 90% of the trade power in the White Sea trade node, and have to have that trade node be the most powerful trade node in the world. I've checked back into my old videos, and we lost a lot of value in the White Sea. I don't know quite where that value was lost, but a bunch of value was lost. Must have been some steering going differently somewhere. Maybe this steering in Samarkand here, not going to Astrakhan, but going to Persia. Maybe that's what happened there. We're planning to eat that up anyway. It's been a while since I recorded this, and I just realized that we made more people unhappy than we maybe should have. I know we've been juggling aggressive expansion a lot and declaring war on people for, well, whenever the truce timer hit. And then we still have to do that. We still have to hit Georgia in March, and then Siberia in December. No, Siberia in December is not. They're not aggressive. They don't mind our aggressive expansion at the moment, so that's fine. But we do have to hit Kazan in March, and we have... No, Georgia in March, and Kazan then in May 1604. Transao probably in 1605, and so on. Poland is our subject, so that is not a problem. And the Ottomans are allied to us for now. That is not true. I thought we had an alliance to the Ottomans. Clearly we lost that alliance at some point, and I completely forgot about that. So, we are in a bit of a pickle. Do we have any friends? We're only allied to Bohemia, alright. So we're in a bit of a pickle, mainly because there are a bunch of people that could actually join a coalition if they wanted to. That last expansion into Muscovy, I must have made a mistake when taking that land, actually got us to a point where there's a bunch of countries without truces that could attack us. Hungary is over 50, Ottomans are over 50, Pomerania is over 50, and oh, we have a truce to Pomerania, that's good. So we have Hungary, Ottomans, and then we have Hessen-Kaifa, who is a vassal of the Ottomans, so maybe that doesn't count. I hope that doesn't count. We have AQ, who also is he's a junior partner of Karaman, who does not hate us, so maybe that works out. So maybe Hessen-Kaifa and AQ don't matter here. So we currently have the Ottomans, we have Hungary, and the rest has a truce with us. Okay, so maybe I did not make a mistake after all. Sweden, also unhappy. Sweden, we should not have a truce. So it's 3 people, maybe we did it all right. Anyway, but we have to declare that war on Georgia immediately when that truce ends, because otherwise we're just gonna get owned by a coalition that includes the Ottomans. At least have to fight them, which is almost as bad. Now we have some rebels coming up here, I think, which I would like to not have. We also have rebels coming up here, or at least unrest up here, but I think I sent this army down here to take care of Georgia. And then you guys can go to, well, I guess Chernigov. Suppress the unrest there. And let's see what else we can do here. Tech-wise, we could take Diplotech. Why didn't we take Diplotech? Is there a special reason? Don't think there is a reason. Institution just spawned, so we're fine taking it now. We do want to use Diplo to annex Rostov soon, but not today. So let's take Diplotech. Let's also send a diplomat to improve relations with Rostov. Although we must make sure to have one when that truce ends. We're currently improving with our other subject, Poland. And we're trying to fabricate on Kazan. Now, do we already have a claim on Kazan? We do not. So we need one claim on Kazan in 1604. So we can declare that war, but maybe we have a tiny bit of time left until then. We also got some ships down here from integrating our subject, which is, I mean, useful-ish. EU trade ships go, no, just the trade ships, please. Go and protect trade in the Crimea node. And you are a bunch of transports. So I don't know if it's a good idea to send them all around. Probably not. Send them all around here to Novgorod. And I don't know if I want to... No, we're actually probably above the force limit anyway. We are above our naval force limit. So why don't we sell either sell them or just get rid of them. Ottomans, would you? No, we don't have diplomats. Let's just kill these transports. I don't need them. Disband unit. And give me the galleys. Disband the galleys too. I want all my force limit to be light ships for trade, I think. Now, what did I say? March, right? Or May? I think it's March. March 1601, we have to declare on Georgia. Converted Chernigov, good. Maybe that fixed the unrest problem? It did. So we don't need you guys to be in Chernigov after all. You... Well, let's see where else we're converting and then probably send them there. Once again, looking for a good mix of unity and time to convert, like 20 here in Trakai. Trakai is not currently rebellious, so I guess that's fine. And you guys can just hang out in somewhere with a high supply limit, like Yelets, sure. September. Have to be very careful with those timers. Oh, Liberty Desire. We should no longer ask Rostov to divert trade. Then we should be able to get them below 50% Liberty Desire very soon, which should then mean they cannot have somebody support their independence. And that would be very unfortunate if somebody did. We actually just capped on military power. So much to do. If you come back to the game after a while, there's so many things that you forgot about. And one is that we have a ton of military power, apparently. Are we full on generals? We are not full, but we have a bunch of generals, so I don't really need to recruit another one. And they're decent too, so I guess we're going to go and have some development. And development... Whoa. Good old global trade spawning everywhere. I think it spawns faster in centers of trade. We already have 34% in Novgorod. But I don't want to develop Novgorod anymore. So I guess we're not going for institution development. We just look for a place that is cheap to develop in. Not autonomy, development, cost of development. White Karelia is really cheap, and it is something where we want actual trade power in the end. It is Arctic, though. Arctic doesn't seem great at all. Forests. Looking for something that does not have a negative modifier. Tiny bit of devastation in Cherkasy would be fine. Steppes, forests, woods. This area, man. Here. Sutomir has no negative modifiers. At least. But you, where are you, Priozerx? Oh, you're probably in the wrong trade node. No, you're in my trade node. And what kind of culture are you? You are Karelian culture, Orthodox. I think you are my new target for development here. Not Karelia, though. Edicts, encourage development. Priozersk will get some... Can we make the burghers happy first? Let's check. Burghers at 50. Would need them at 60 happiness, loyalty, that is. Which you can get by simply granting monopoly charters. Also, we're probably interested in later on asking for their support. What about the others? Can also ask for military support and for admin support. So we should be dealing with our estates anyway. But now I should have a discount to development. Burghers, minus 7.5%. If I make them more influential, which I want anyway, it will be even more. So we need to get you to 75% or to... Yeah, 75 or higher. So we need 25 extra. Which is not trivial. We could do 20 and then give you some land. Is there any center of trade that is not in burger hand? I think I checked that before, and I think I've given them all to the burghers, but maybe... No, Azov is owned by the clergy. Clergy, would you mind... Not too much, right? If I gave this to the burghers, put them to... almost enough. And then this place... Ooh, it's not even a state. I guess I'm stating it. It's not the greatest state, but this allows me to give the center of trade to the burghers. Puts them to 55.1% influence, which in turn means that I can grant an admiralship. So that now it's 75%, my development is 10% cheaper. I can now go back to my place in Priozersk and put a bunch of cheap military points in there. Not a lot. How about the rest in this state? Like Karelia, for example. You're probably forest. Otherwise, Viborg is also forest. It's all forest. But Priozersk was for forest? I did not apparently pay attention to that. Well, in that case, I might as well do the other ones too. Sure. Give you some military development. Now, do I want to do... I think I want to do even more military development, so let's put some in here as well. So I can actually ask my... Oh, Viborg was wrong. It's the wrong state. I'm making a lot of mistakes. Well, we're focusing here, right? Getting back to the game and stuff. Put some military in here. So now we're low on military, but that's fine. Because I want to milk my estates anyway. First, let's milk the burghers. Demand their diplomatic support and their cash. Well, cash would make them unhappy. We don't really need the cash at the moment. Let them tick up first. Boyars, our military people, need a tiny bit of land. Preferably something with some... you know... This place actually really should not belong to the clergy. 377? A year % of trade? No. Why did I give that to the clergy? Probably for unrest reduction. Let's give that to the boyars. Puts them to 37% influence, which is not even remotely enough. Calling it diet will at least enable us to press the other buttons. We need another 30. Generalship is 20, ministers 15, which would put them above 80%. And there's going to be a drop off in Never. Well, very far away. So I kind of don't want that. So we could give them 20, put them to 67. But then I still need to give them a bunch of land to actually put them high enough. Huh. I don't want to wait until 1610. 10 years for the decline of nobility to end. But giving them... how much? 8% worth of land is also going to be very difficult. I mean, Astrakhan. Oh, Astrakhan should be a burger place anyway. Puts you to 51. And then we would have to add... this place, maybe. It's a very bad military place. So all bad military places. Maybe we can't do the full milking here. Maybe. But I really want to. I think we try going for it anyway. So we need to get them to 55%. I'm going to give them Astrakhan. We're going to have to take some stuff away later on, but that's... if we don't forget, that's fine. Anywhere else that looks... this is a good place for you. 54, and then there was a 111 here somewhere that I can probably give you, puts you... no, 111 is not enough. If I did 2 111s, that would be enough. So I'll give you this place and this place. Now that 55 influence, now we can run and grant a generalship. And then demand the military support. There we go. And finally the clergy need some land, and then we need to give them probably support. Support puts them to 62. Inquisitor is 10, it should be 72, so 3% land, that seems good. Clergy have some admin-focused land, like this. 53. And... anything else? This part of the game really could use some improvement. 54.4 and 55.9. Fine. Like this, and then we go ahead and seek their support, recruit an inquisitor, and demand admin support. Alright. Now, we have one too many dudes. How good is the general of the nobility? Terrible, so let's discard him. And instead put that admiral in charge of our trading fleet. Maneuver on the admiral actually gives you bonus trade income, or trade power from the ships. We're still a couple of months away from having declared that war. Getting Rostovian liberties are actually going up. It's probably because we gave land to the states. Estates, not states. Let's unpause and continue. November. December. Can you stay here? You can. Do you have any cannons? No, I brought 26 raw infantry here. Might as well buy you some cannons. How about 10 cannons? Local autonomy in Crimea. Crimea River. It's owned by the clergy anyway at the moment. Which is also not really a clergy province. It is not a center of trade though, so I guess that's fine. Yeah, you can have the local autonomy. It's alright. It is January. Casus against Kazan. Taking attrition here for very little reason. Truce to Georgia has ended already in February, so I was lied to. Let's bring back my diplomat. What's closest? Rostov has to be closest. 5 days. Whew. Did not get coalitioned upon yet. Take Tbilisi. Sure. Crunch. Did you have friends? I didn't even check. No. Good. Detached guy. Crush in here. Get rid of that infantry. Do you have a siege pip? You do. Reduce you to 4 guys sieging, and then I'll replace that with cannons as soon as we have these cannons available. Diplomat can go back. Ooh, we have we'll marry you, Rostov. And I will tell this army to either find a place to stand that is a bit more accommodating or split up. There really no good province here. Our supply limits are not great at the moment. I mean, I guess 17 cannons is too many cannons anyway. Let's turn you into a 10 cannon army. Drop these 7 cannons, and then you guys can stay in, as far as 37 place around here, right? Can be in Paris, love. Cannon speed can be next door. New queen! Royal marriage, thank you. And once you're back, you can start, oh no, next month you can start improving again. You're taking attrition, but you're walking out there, that's good. Control, get out of there. Here come my cannons. Which should help speed up that siege. Siege up that speed. We should only have... Yeah, only Poland is libertarians now. We're gonna stop that too. Can't have that. Liberty is not part of our plans. So next truce is in 1604, and it's to Kazan, if I'm not mistaken. But I never am. Why are we not... Oh, yes. Because that's the wrong people. Improve relations to my subject. Thank you. Give me 5 of those cannons. And send them on that fort. Peshkov got court. Finally. The only rebels we have are the Lithuanians in Trokai and Samogotia. We We got this fort already. Excellent. So you guys can all walk out to Novgorod. Come back from Rostov and offer you a peace deal. It could look like giving all of this. No, not to me. To my subject Samtske. What's the H ability we can take? Anything useful for the peace deal? No, just some money from ship trade power propagation. I'll take it. So for peace, give both of that to me. What does the coalition say? Same old, same old. Georgia's not gonna exist. Muscovy, Kazan, Trans-O, and Pomerania have truces. And Ottomans and Hungary are going to be, well, have to be juggled. Take your money too, and go. Excellent. Now, I think we're done with the expansion down here. We don't care about the Persia trade node at all. We do care about the Astrakhan trade node. That is 14 developments still in the Astrakhan trade node that we kind of want to have. But I don't know that that is worth a war against Ardabil now. Maybe later. But maybe not now. I've actually a bunch of irrelevant people, but that's just going to make more people unhappy. I think we don't take that land for now. So we're done down here. We want our next war to be against Kazan. So why don't we sit in Glinanskaya? It's Kazan next, right? Kazan and then Transo. Okay. Pomerania in 1612. That is fine. We are going to need claims on Transo as well, though. So why don't we build some spy network there? And unfortunately, the Poles will not marry me at this moment. I don't think. No. Because they're outraged. Come on. No reason to be outraged. I can send one of my diplomats to improve with outraged countries. Could help in a pinch, maybe. And then I don't think our age is ending, but I don't think we're going to take any of that. So not start the golden era yet is what I mean. Because we don't need it right now, and in the next age I think we will get multiple universities, potential for a large army, and multicultural nation relatively easily. So we will have the ability to then take, well, to take it then, the golden age, when we maybe fight a war against somebody like the Ottomans. No, the Danes. No, Austria's running around here. What kind of war are you in? So what's happening here? Sweden is at war with... Is that still a League war? No, right? Seems too small for a League war. Pomerania, Württemberg, Austria, Bosnia, Switzerland, Ulm. It is the Danish conquest of Stolp. Okay. So personal union mark death is just because we don't have an heir. How old are we, though? We are 23. Should be fine. Pretty sure we're going to get an heir before that. We are married to at least one person. Maybe we should marry more people. How many marriages do we have? Marriages... Bohemia and Rostov. Can I marry Samtske? I should be able to, right? If only I had a diplomat. Once we have that claim on Kazan, I think we can leave. Oh, no guy just spawned. Interesting. Well, that is somebody who's gonna have to be food. They desire all my land. I was about to offer them vassalization, but not if they want all my land. Not gonna happen. So it is 1602. 2 more years until we have to declare on Kazan. Conversion, good. Let's improve religion. Improve religion, yes, that's what it's called. In Samogitia. Tech, I do think we take this admin tech. It allows us to build another manufactory, and we're not doing ideas at the moment, right? No. Good. So let's grab metallurgy. And the claim in Kazan, which is gonna be on Agidel here. Sure. Conquest, good. Gonna drill. We still have a truce with Kazan for quite a while. Until 1604 May, so 2 more years. So I can drill a bit, I think. So should you be able to. The only people who should not be drilling are these guys because of the potential for Lithuanian separatists. That is, if we can't... No, we can't convince them to not be. We can do something like this, maybe, to reduce their chance of ever spawning. You guys are drilling, that's cool. You guys are drilling, and you guys are not. Because every day there could be a spawn. And that will be bad. Now, what kind of army are you now? You have 26 infantry and 10 cannons. The 10 cannons are nice. I think the 26 infantry is a bit too low. Admin advisor died. What can we get, though? I think we bought a missionary strength guy. We did. Half price. We have the money. Yeah. Let's speed up that conversion. And... Wait, I'm still fabricating on Kazan. I don't think I need to do that. Claim on the only province that counts anyway. We are already spying on Transo, so probably Nogai. Even though they're not technically one of our coalition issues, we do want those claims. Also, have we told Rostov to make claims yet on the Muscovites? Yeah, they know. But we might eat them first, so we also need to start making some more Muscovite claims soonish. When's that truce gone? Probably a while, right? Yeah, 15, so we have some time on that. So, Kazan Transo, and then Pomerania. Is Pomerania still going to be a problem? Probably not in... how much time? 1612, so 10 more years. Yeah, we're easily gonna have dropped that aggressive expansion. Assuming that... wait. We're no longer improving with Rostov. Did we max that out? We did not. Why would we not be improving with Rostov? I want to eat you. What was I trying to say? In 10 years, the aggressive expansion should have dropped off a ton. We're dropping off 3.5 yearly, so 35 should be gone. So unless we do a bunch more expansion in the west, which I don't think we're going to do, that's all fine. Siege ability, fort defense, or longer time for the fort defense. No, I like siege ability. Siege ability saves lives. And I like the lives of my men-ish. Urgench is a potential claim. The rest is just utter crud. So let's grab Urgench. Assuming that is in the Samarkand trade node, yes. I think since we want so much from Transo, I'm gonna keep on spying on them. Grab some more claims. And otherwise we're just dropping off that aggressive expansion. Now we could turn off some of our forts to make more money, or even disassemble some of our forts. But I also like the idea of keeping our army tradition somewhat up. It's only a tiny change in the modifier though. 0.17 yearly, that's not a number really. We would need way more forts to make that relevant. Are there forts that I can really just drop? Well, this is a marsh fort, and this is a woods fort. I think I'm gonna keep the forts for now. It's a convenience thing. Love to have made way more forts. I would also like to marry the Poles at some point, if they ever decide to be okay with me again. That tiny bit of aggressive expansion might be a problem. Ooh, goods produced, plus 10%. Don't mind if I do. Conversion. Let's run through these conversions. I should probably be running, converting some of the Sunni land while we still have the +2 missionary strength from our advisor. Cologne preparing to attack Holland. Sure. September, so in, what is it, May? Did we say? In May 1604, so that probably actually means April. Since this truce timer seems to be off by a month, often. That means I should probably stop drilling here, so we are ready to kill Kazan when the time comes. Do you have friends, Kazan? You do have friends. What are your friends? Kazakh and Transo. Oh, Transo. And you're guaranteed by Muscovy. Whoops. So, yeah, we're gonna have to go back into Muscovy. Wish I had some claims, but I don't think I have time to build them either. But that means I actually want real armies available. Not just the Kill Kazan army, but everybody. I'm gonna keep you guys around for a bit so you can deal with the rebels. But this is gonna be an actual war. And I thought I'd just go and kill Kazan. Steering trade to Novgorod. Apparently we made them do that in the peace deal. I do not remember that. We could try to threaten war on them instead. And they might agree, and then we don't have to fight Muscovy again. But maybe we do want that. I mean, we're not overextended, right? We have no overextension. We have some admin. We're taking attrition here, which is not good. And I mean, getting more stuff out of Muscovy seems fine. Not gonna complain. Having to fight Transo again is a bit annoying. I mean, I do want to fight them, it's just that I'd rather have fought them separately. Truce to Kazan has ended. So here we go. Once again, I don't have a diplomat ready. That is bad. Come back from, where are you? Saxony? 16 days. Okay, come back from Rostov too. 5 days is safer. A general of ours has died on this army. Let's grab you a new one. Medium good. And declare war on Kazan. Wait, what? Oh, because we're still steering trade, I see. Next month that should end though. I'll have you be here. Did that end the steer trade? No. When does this end? I mean, I can end it. Right? Cancel trade steering. But then I'll have to wait a month to declare war. And in that time they might just join that coalition. That's unfortunate. I mean, I guess we do this, but this could be bad. So they decided to keep it on after the peace deal ended, just so we did declare war, I guess. So Muscovy will join, Kazakh will join, Transo will not join. Okay, that makes things a bit easier. And take a Gide, yes. So we walk in here, we walk into Muscovy, get that going. Lithuanian separatists still trying to rise up in Kovno, which makes me unhappy. You have a siege bib, right? So we should really have an army of 5 cannons and 5 infantry sieging down. No, wait. We need army of 5 cannon, 5 infantry on the capital. You guys be here. You guys were supposed to be moving. Conversion. Control. Not what I'm looking for. Convert some Sunni. Muscovy does not seem to have much of an army at the moment. Probably have you run up there and maybe hunt down the Muscovites. You start walking into Muscovite territory and you just take all the southern tip here. Not of India, though. Oh, this is sort of an army. Where are you going? Saruzin. Try to chase you down. Lost the claim on Poland, but that's fine. We have dealt with Poland. I forgot that there's still a piece of Peshkov left. That will be in this war. You're still hunting. That's good. Okay, we've taken over all the main participants' land, so now we can start working on Muscovy. Unless we want to go for Kazakh. Can I walk to Kazakh? Do I have access? Let's walk to Kazakh and take them out. I don't think there are many armies we have to be scared of. These are annoying, but not scary. But the truce to Transo has ended too. Does it mean I also have to declare the war on Transo right now? I might bring in Afghanistan as well. I think I have to do this. Grab one more claim and declare the war. Claim. Unless you would give in to threaten war. No, we're at war. They don't care. Well, we still have transfer trade power with them as well. I don't know if they can join a coalition while they're transferring trade power. That is sort of the question I have. Because if they can't, I'm fine with keeping that transfer trade power up. If they can actually join a coalition, that is very scary. But I would much prefer doing this war first and then doing the other one. You have siege pips? Yes, a bunch of them. Just take that and then go crush the small stacks up there. And be maxed out on that military power once again. These places are all fully developed, right? And Karelia. Olonets isn't. Here, Olonets, have some. It's not really enough, though. Let's also develop in somewhere cheap with a good combination. I don't even really care. Here. Like that. And yes, they're gonna spread some devastation once again in my lands. You could really do this. Like that. You keep hunting down these guys. Maybe you can catch them, Ekaterine something something or other. Siege. Lost some ducats. Won the siege of Peshkov. Now we can go for these guys. Throw them out of my subject and then out of life, hopefully. Okay, there's Transo no longer transferring trade. I think at this point... let's not go for Kazakh. Let's instead declare war on Transo here. Kinda have to. Oh, their allies are not helping. That's good. I'm gonna take Urgench. I'm not gonna do it right now, but that's the plan. Killed 3,000 more than we lost. That's fine. And now what's your job? Your new job can be go for Transo. Well, your job is hunt down Muscovites and especially those annoying ones in my north. Which is where it would be really nice to have like a quick force, quick moving force. It would be a good use of cavalry if cavalry wouldn't be so terrible at fighting alone. To just have the cavalry around to mob up all these small stacks. Just have a large group of cavalry running around and eating everybody. Sounds like a good plan in theory. Not in practice. Doesn't really work. It would be nice. Occupation, good. You can also merge up. Don't think we had time for military tech yet. Not even close. Bohemia, yada yada. Still being annoying. Here we took some attrition ticks, unfortunately, on the small stacks so that they're not properly sieging. You can go here, you can all go here. You can help out here. And then at least I should be catching one small stack there. We just have to keep hitting them until we can kill them. Ah, this is bad. So 14 stack, that has sort of surprises here. Fight is on the 6th of April. We cannot get away. Even if we forced march. 13, 8, 10, 11, 8. Yeah, we can't get away. So this one stack is gonna have a bit of a problem. Not gonna send in the reinforcements like that though. This is mostly cannons, right? Yeah. You guys try to meet up and be safe. Losing 1,000 infantry is not really a problem. And this siege, we're taking some attrition there, but I guess that's fine. I'm gonna take corruption. I lost 1,000 guys that I know. My subject is being stupid, but that is also acceptable. Stack web these annoying stacks, and then we're going for these guys, Bosnia, whatever. Your job was to go to Transo, and it should still be to go to Transo, I think. Hungary sold a province to somebody. There are rebels, unfortunately. Oh, they're Polish rebels. They're not even our rebels. What are you? Polish magnate rebels. Nobles? I guess they're nobles. What kind of government are you, Poland? Do they have magnates? A duchy, elective monarchy. Huh. I don't think I have to care about those rebels, so... It's not. Let's let these guys lock into cargo pool. Which they have. Win the siege of Kazan, which we have. And then try to crunch some people. Your job is still to go for those guys. And we rule wisely. We gain loyalty on the burghers and 5% stab cost modifier. Okay. I mean, obviously we rule wisely, otherwise we wouldn't be this big, but hey. That looked actually more painful than it should have been. We killed more than we lost though, so it's fine, I guess. Swapperoo, lots of army tradition, and gain influence on the boyars. So kinda can't do that. Have to do this, which makes the nobles unhappy, but we just have to do this. Everything else is just bad. Can't have them go to 85% loyal influence. Then we have to take a bunch of land away, and then they're unhappy anyway. So once again, we have to walk our way through to Transo's capital. And your job really is to hunt down these guys before we siege Vetluga, I think. Your job is to take my land back and eat small stacks. Carpet, carpet, and carpet. You're still chasing. That's why I leave a guy here. You're running to Tura. Where's Tura? Running to Tura? Okay. Undiscovered land. And you're running to Solikaps. Fine. I don't know why you would be running there, but it's fine. Are you just hiding, Transo? I mean, you should. You really should. But still. Whoa, we're 46 minutes in. That is... Alright. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you're seeing here, why don't you like my videos and subscribe to my channel? And next time we're gonna crush the rest out of those Muscovites. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.